guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing super well. So this is my first video of 2024 and it is of course my January plan of me. I was so excited to start using this new bullet journal, and if you guys haven't seen the bullet journal set up for 2024 yet, I will link it down below so that you guys can check it out. So for January, I decided to do a book theme, more specifically old vintage type of books. So I used my trusty watercolor palettes to create 2 paintings for this plan of me. It was a lot of trial and error, especially with the first painting, just because I have never ever painted vintage books. I've seen so many, but I have never painted any. So I was trying to have like a good mix between somewhat realistic but also not too busy. I do think it ended up looking quite busy, but I am really happy with how this turned out. There are definitely a few things I would change if I was redoing this painting, and it would most definitely be to get a better gold paint, because I wanted to add some gold touches at the end just to kind of make it look a bit more unique. But the golds that I did have just weren't cutting it at all, and they weren't giving that like solid gold effect, and you could barely see it, so it was hard to do details with it. But you will see in the next painting that I kind of mastered it a little bit better. But I will definitely be getting some gold paint this year, and if you guys have any recommendations for gold paint, it doesn't necessarily have to be watercolor or anything, but just let me know in the comments. I'd be super grateful for that. So for my second painting, I think I achieved realism a lot better. I didn't go like too crazy with the shadows, and I ended up laying down dark brown for the details first and then putting gold watercolor on top of those, which seemed to work quite well. So hopefully you guys will actually be able to see that in the video. I also used my Sakura Fineliner in 005 to name the books. I honestly just looked at random stuff in my room, and I have this cute little daily quote book on my desk, and I just used some of those for inspiration for the titles of the books, which I really enjoyed doing. So when I look back on this, I can see really cute little quotes as book titles. once I completed both of those paintings, I moved on to the working spread. I'm using my Notebook Therapy limited edition notebook, which I don't think is actually in stock anymore, unfortunately, but if this does come back in stock, I will definitely be getting a few more of these because I just love the colour. So for my title page, I did my usual monthly summary on the left. So this just breaks down the weeks, and I can just add a few things I know will definitely be happening each week, just as like a quick look type of guideline for me to know what will be going on. I also use this really cute book washi tape that I got from an Etsy seller. I will definitely link it down below just in case you guys wanted to get it. It's so cute and it fits the theme so nicely. And then I cut out my first painting and I put that in for the cover page. I didn't write the month on here because I just wanted it to kind of shine on its own, but instead of writing monthly summary on the left, I wrote January summary instead, so that we know it's January. And then I did a basic border with my fine liner, my Arteza ones in this nice chocolate brown colour, and then I also rounded the edges with that too. So moving on to my calendar and goals spread, I made a really simple calendar, so it's kind of self-explanatory. You don't really need to talk about it. It's the same kind of one-page calendar that I do for every single spread. And then for my goals page, I drew 3 mini book drawings that I will write my goals in, and then I'll break them down into smaller goals next to them. And I really like this idea. Like, I thought it was pretty cute, like to just do something different to what I usually do. And I usually just draw boxes and then write the goals in there, so I thought it would be really nice to change that up. And then I added more of this book washi tape to the bottom of the spreads, and then I did the same border around both of these spreads as well. Finally, for my last 2 spreads, I did something a little bit different here. So for the left side, I did a quote page, and this is where I added my second painting to the bottom of the page to kind of portray like a mini bookshelf. And then I wrote the quote, "If there is to be any peace, it will come through being not having." And I thought this was such a nice quote to start the year. And then on the other side, so I think what I missed previously in my journals is a space to review the month, because I noticed I started writing down small review type of notes at the end of each week about the month. So I thought I'd dedicate a page for a review at the end of the month, and I got inspiration for the subheadings from Pinterest. So for the subheadings, I wrote how was January, so that would just be like a basic how I felt about the month, I feel grateful for, challenges and lessons, highlights, I need to improve on, next month we are focusing on, things to stop doing, start doing and keep doing, and then finally a really fun one at the end, my favorite quote for the month and my favorite book for the month. I'm really excited to use this spread in particular just because I really feel like it will help me have a really clear view on what going into next month will look like. is the final flip through. That is it for my January plan with me. I really hope you guys enjoyed and that you got some really good inspiration from my video and other plan with me videos for January. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe if you guys want to see more content from me this year, and I'm really looking forward to the year ahead. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in my next one.